Trump's tower does something incredibly unique. Its 3 setbacks are designed to match the heights of its prestigious neighbors. The Wrigley Building to the east, the Marina Towers to the west, and the IBM building next door. It's how Trump pays his respect to the city. Right now, I'm here on floor number 30 with today's guardian angel, another full-time paramedic on me like white on rice. Today is one of the most brutal days of the cycle. The concrete pour.
When concrete's flying, there's no such thing as break. Concrete's the boss. When it wants to get hard, it's gonna get hard no matter what you say or what you do, it's gonna get hard. So you gotta keep up with it or else you're gonna lose it.
It does what it's gonna do.
Especially the sun is helping it a lot, this wind is helping it a lot.
So even if we're hungry, it's gonna keep drying.
Exactly.
They've got just 6 hours to unload over 1,000 tons of concrete to finish the slab for this floor of the tower.
Concrete coming up! Come on.
Good Lord. It's got a mind of its own. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's a good move there.
Sorry about that. Oh, jeez. Placing this relentless stream of concrete is a team effort by the men on the deck and the boom operator above. This guy up there is killing me. Are you helping me or hurting me?
All right. Sometimes you wonder,
Whose side are you on?
shut up, Johnny, give me a little swing in there.
Come on.
All right, hold that, we're out of concrete now.
Out of concrete, we're out. Thank God. I just pumped out 1 truck's worth of concrete.
Truck, right.
How many are we gonna do today?
Probably about 65, 70.
But Mark, I'm already very tired.
Oh, that's part of the business.
Now, how many guys does it take to... Whoa.
Concrete coming.
Using tons of concrete and a dense mesh of rebar for a floor may seem like overkill, but actually it's not, because each material has its own unique strengths. Concrete performs beautifully under compressive force, perfect for something like a column. But use it to span a floor, and the forces of tension will tear it apart. But rebar is great at withstanding tension. The stuff is almost impossible to rip apart. So put rebar inside your concrete, you get a floor that cannot be crushed and will not rip. Finally, the concrete gives me a break. Out of concrete! Woo! Mark, how bad is concrete in the eye?
Not good.
Not good?
Especially not good to rub it.
Not good to rub it?
It's got rocks in there and sand.
Yeah.
It scratches your eyes when you rub it.
Medic!
Okay.
Do what?
Hold down like that.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna rinse your eye.
Yeah. Oh my God, what are you doing?
Don't worry about it. Relax. Relax. There. Now roll your eye around. Roll your eye around. Now open it. Gonna rinse it out.
I think so.
You're fixed for now.
Gotta get back to concrete.
No time to waste.
Just hours after the pour, the concrete is leveled and smooth, and the slab for floor 30 is done. But as decking crews begin to claim another 10 feet of the Chicago skyline, the Windy City pushes back. This is not normal. Basically, everyone on the site is working double time to lock everything down.
We're having winds in excess of 50 miles an hour.
And that's just right now.
Right now. We're supposed to hit 70 mile an hour tonight.
70.
70.
So what does that mean?
That means we're not going to deck anymore.
Why?
Because the more deck that we put out, the more we're putting ourselves at risk of something flying off the building.
In fact, the risk is so severe that both tower cranes have been recruited to fly in every spare piece of material to use like giant paperweights to keep the deck from blowing off the tower. This is Chicago skyscraping. I mean, this is just the wind is a part of life out here.
Yes, it is.
So tonight, let's just say the deck got built out and the storm came and you got 75-mile-an-hour winds. Is there a chance that deck might...
The whole thing could go in the Chicago River.
The next day, I head back to the job site. This morning, everybody's on edge. With last night's severe windstorm, no one knows just how much damage might be waiting for us up top. So Jimmy, tell me about last night, because when I left here, the winds were going about 55 miles an hour. The report said there'd be 75-mile-an-hour winds, and last I saw, you were buttoning everything up, tying it down, hoping for the best. No decking flew off.
Nothing.
So some good housekeeping paid off last night.
You guys did a real good job. Yes, they did.
But it's not all good news for James. Yesterday's windstorm set those guys back almost a half a day. They didn't finish the deck. So today, they have no choice but to finish the entire deck for the new floor. And right behind them, the ironworkers are already flying in their rebar, ready to cover the new deck. So today, I'm working my way up. When you want to build a new floor on a concrete skyscraper, it's not about hoisting up big steel beams with a crane. Oh no, here, it's about using this stuff. Basically an erector set called sky decking that will become the mold for the next level's floor.
It's like Legos for big kids.
Legos for big kids. Thanks a lot, man. A perk of my new job, I get a tool belt. I basically have an empty tool belt. They gave me a tool belt. Usually you have like everything you need. Your tape measure, your chalk, hammer, nails, that whole thing. I have a T-square. All right, let's build a skyscraper. I'll be with the guys decking on the outermost edge of the tower. The view, horrifying. Step 1, pole shores must be erected to support the deck. Jackets with steel, be careful. It's an ingenious system that allows the guys to quickly set up and tear down the decking all by hand.
These guys are waiting on us, so we gotta...
You gotta move?
Yeah.
But sometimes speed has its price. What happened?
Just cut it on something, I don't know what.
That's not a small cut, man. My tool belt may be empty, but I do have a paramedic. And before long, Chris is right back in the game. On the floor below, we got the poles in place and the cross beams. Now it's time to put the decking and lay it out there, finish the floor. All right, how do we lay down deck?
All right.
Okay.
You do it that way.
That's great. Now, what if you don't have your forearms? How do you do it? Show me the easy way.
All right. Take this side in.
Catch that
Just keep it tight and then flip it over. Yeah, just don't drop it.
I won't drop it.
Yeah, just pull it tight and let it down.
Okay. Put it down here?
That's it, yeah.
Like that. Going full tilt, this veteran crew can slam down 1,000 panels in a day. It's the ones on the very edge that take a little more nerve. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. That was scary.
It's chained down.
It's chained. Right. It's fine. It's fine. It's chained. So this thing is a deck. There's one beam right here. And this part's all cantilevered. And what started to happen is this started to go, and in reality, there's a chain here holding it back, so it can't all the way go, but it did go like this, ding, and the chain caught it. So for about 3 seconds, I was envisioning this happening, and then heading off the tower. Finally, getting a handle on the height and my technique, we bang out the last few panels, and floor 31 is ready for the steel. In a world-class city filled with incredible art and architecture, you can't leave anything to chance if you want the super rich to call your place home. That means sparing no expense on your first impression. The Trump way? Spend over $1 million on imported Italian limestone to create a lobby that will blow their minds. At the same time, come up with a plan to get the cash flow going your way as soon as possible.
So, because of the speed and the cost of this massive project, Trump is doing something called phased occupancy. Basically means, although they have another 60 floors to build above me, they want to move people in down here in just 4 months' time. What does that really mean? You gotta get this lobby pretty, finished, and fancy very soon. I'm gonna go meet the man who is Trumpifying this lobby. Dominic?
Yeah.
How you doing? I'm Danny.
Dan, how are you?
Good to meet you.
Good meeting you.
So this is a crate full of what, limestone that just came in from Italy?
From Italy, all right. They're numbered, and it tells us exactly where they go.
So basically, each stone has a number, the drawing says where to go, you kind of build the puzzle.
It's exactly what it is, building a puzzle.
A very expensive, fancy limestone puzzle.
That's right.
So if I drop this piece today,
You're in big trouble. Whenever you're ready. I count it.
wait, 1, 2, 3.
Watch your step now.
Yep. Don't drop Trump's limestone.
Ready?
Yep. Wait, hang on.
Got it?
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so Dominic, how do you take a piece of stone and glue it to the wall?
You take a drill. You have to go in perfectly straight. If you have a little tip going towards the face, you drill it too far, you're gonna go through the face. I think Mr. Trump will be kind of mad. This is the hardest part of the job, actually. Beautiful.
Into the drilled holes, brass hooks are used to anchor the tile to the wall.
So now we have to notch the back of the piece, and this will go like right here. Okay. That's looking good. So let's see. Perfect.
Oh, that's
See how
nice.
it's in?
That's nice. Okay, great.
You ready?
Yeah.
Is this limestone from Carrara, Italy, really necessary?
Just watch your step.
Yeah.
By Trump's calculations, it is. Because high-end clients come with high expectations.
It's a really old school technique.
Yeah.
Here we go.
But if he can't sell it at top dollar, all of this excess will be wasted. Not good when you're on the hook for $850 million.
That's it.
That's it?
Set it and forget it.
Forget it. So now, move on to the next piece.
We'll get this piece ready to go and keep on going.
Amazing. It's a pleasure.
Pleasure. Take care.
That's how you hang stone in Trump's lobby.
At Trump Tower in Chicago, concrete is king. When complete, over 19,000 truckloads will be delivered to the site. Any interruptions in the flow, and the construction stops. That means Trump Tower isn't the only place in overdrive.
Located 1.7 miles from Trump Tower, I am at Prairie Concrete. This is where the project really begins. It's here where every single bit of concrete is made, mixed, and then sent right to the site. So I and the guys at Prairie are gonna make a batch of concrete to make Trump Tower 1 level taller.
But Trump isn't using just any old concrete. Because of the tower's sheer size and its shifting design, Trump needs to make his core, columns, and transfer floors out of a super high-strength concrete. This gives the tower amazing rigidity and helps transfer the loads and stresses from above, down and across to the floors below. After 5 years in development, Prairie finally perfected this top secret mix.
So, is this the Chicago River?
This is called the North Branch of the Chicago River.
The process begins with 1,500 tons of material brought in by barge.
The special high-strength, self-compacting, self-leveling concrete is your own recipe?
Pretty much, yes.
And you guys actually
I won't give you the ingredients, but
You won't?
we'll deliver it to your house.
Oh, you're saying I could buy it from you, but you
Sure.
wouldn't give me the recipe?
No, not at all.
Only Prairie has this recipe.
Right.
And it all begins with one guy driving a little front loader, moving aggregate around.
That's the beginning right here.
Can you show me how it starts?
Sure.
Could you give me, say, 3 out of the 5 ingredients and then let me try and figure out the other 2?
No.
Seems easy enough, right? Push the stones in a pile, down comes the crane, get themselves some good aggregate, and off it goes. They make concrete all day, non-stop. After we get it off the barge, put it on the conveyor belt and send it up to the silos. Keith, we have filled the silo.
Yes.
So what do we have in there?
About 2,000 tons of sand.
2,000 tons of sand.
Right.
And any minute now, we're going to start sucking it out of the silo. It goes to the plant, makes the special extra ingredient, which obviously you'll tell me later.
Yes.
And then it goes out and makes the concrete.
No, I will not tell you.
Now you can tell me later.
Nice try, though.
If I were to guess it, let's say, would you say yes or no?
No.
Even if I were to guess
I wouldn't even say you were warm.
Really?
Right.
Like if I knew that it was grapes, you wouldn't tell me?
How'd you know there was grapes in there?
Not grapes? Peanut butter?
You're not even warm.
No? Plantains. Is it possible it's plantains?
It turns out there isn't one secret ingredient after all. There's 5 of them.
This is it. This is the material that's actually put in ounces. It's measured in ounces.
And it's the specific combination of these 5 materials that, when added to your typical concrete, makes this a never-before-seen, unprecedented, super strong concrete.
Correct.
And you're not going to tell me, are you?
No, I'm not.
At the end of the day, this is where it all happens. You got your water coming in, your cement coming in, your aggregate comes in here, add that secret ingredient, and that's it right there. That is Trump's super high-strength concrete. We're ready to go. Super strong concrete loaded in. We're headed for Trump. All right? Bringing it out.
Just minutes after it's mixed, Trump's secret crete gets shot up the tower in buckets to fill the floor's 16 remaining columns. But before that can happen, the rebar columns must be fully enclosed in formwork. Now, the pressure is on the carpenters, which today includes me and a guy named Big Mike.
So, Mike, break it down for a minute.
Right, this column goes to 10 feet high.
Yeah.
Of course, we're short. We're at 8 foot 2, so now we gotta build up the top.
2 more feet.
Yeah. So he's gonna hand you up another panel.
All right.
We're gonna lay it on top. We'll clamp it with these clamps right here. All right? And that's our build-up. We'll put 2 panels, and then we'll lock it all in.
And once it's all locked in, then it's ready for the concrete.
Yes, it is.
All right, bring it on up.
Hey, throw it at him. Right side, left side, left side.
All right.
Right on top, right on top, right on top. There you go. The clamp.
Get the piece in place, lock on the clamps, then move to the next side of the column.
Concrete's coming. So what are we waiting here for? Let's get on that side.
Let's go, come on. Coming up.
Smack it? Smack it. There you go. Now we're 1.
To the left.
With just 1 panel left to go, we get blindsided.
Oh, man.
While harnessed to a column cage, my cameraman Jason has severely dislocated his shoulder.
What is he trying to do right now?
He's trying to pop his shoulder back in.
Show it. Oh, the bone should be. Oh my God.
If you can't get it back in, we're going to be taking a ride.
Today's medic is standing by, ready to fly him down the tower at a moment's notice. But Jason's method is DIY.
Gotta pop it back in. Did it go in? It went in. Yeah. It went in. That's it. That's it. That's it. It went back in. Your shoulder went back in. Dude, you're an animal. All right, let's do this. I gotta say, amazing. All right, Big Mike. Let's get up there.
With Jason now fully reassembled, we jump back in to prep the columns for the concrete that is right on our heels.
So this is gonna pull both sides together and squeeze it. So this crack right here will get flush and not leak any concrete.
You're in, you're in. Keep going. You gotta go about a good foot down, maybe 2. I'll show them how it's done. Multitask.
The pour begins. 20 tons of concrete pushing at every seam. But our column is golden. When you're gunning to build the next great Chicago landmark, it's not just what's on the inside that counts. At Trump, 4 floors below the deck, workers are wrapping every inch of this dancing structure in a one-of-a-kind glass facade. Here, image is everything.
In construction, a lot of the work you do gets covered up. So if you mess up a concrete pour, you put some sheetrock on top of it, no one sees it. But when you're doing curtain wall, when you're doing the facade, every little mistake is seen by everyone. So the guy whose job it is to get the whole public face of this building on perfectly is right here. Tim?
How you doing, Dan?
I'm Danny.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. You're from Permis de Lisa.
Yes, I am. The guys on this side here, they're on the edge of the building day in and day out, no matter how cold it is or how windy it is.
And you guys are essentially the last barrier before they can start closing up the whole building.
That's correct.
And from what little I know of Donald Trump, he wants to start renting this place out.
Right away.
Faster you're done, faster they're done, faster tenants get in here.
That's correct.
So they're on you to finish this thing.
They're on us.
So in order to keep pace with what you guys gotta do, how long do we have to knock out this bay right here?
That's about a 25-minute cycle.
So therefore, at 20 till, we're gonna have this bay locked up and done.
Yeah.
Eric, I'm Danny.
Nice to meet you, Danny.
Good to meet you. Did you get scared standing right there?
No, this is what we live for.
You love it?
Oh, yeah. All right, grab the panel.
Yep.
I'm gonna pull it to me, take that card out.
Yep, cart's coming out.
All right, now the panel.
Each one of these panels weighs 900 pounds, dangled out over the edge by a crane from the floor above.
All right, now this is where I want you to use some muscle.
Yeah.
All right,
Pulling it.
hold it in, hold it in, hold it in, hold it in. There you go.
Oh my God.
Lose the card.
What are we
I
doing?
want you to let go.
Let go.
Let go. I'm gonna
Let
hand
go.
you this.
Sure.
All right.
Let go.
Let go.
I'm letting go.
All right.
I'm letting go.
All right, now grab
Oh
this.
my God.
Grab here. Grab here.
Oh.
That's it. We spun a panel. How was that?
I'm shaking. I'm not gonna lie, I'm shaking.
Now watch that side. Make sure it doesn't open up.
Looking good.
These panels with their interlocking design can be installed with incredible speed. But they're also strong, built to withstand winds upwards of 200 miles an hour.
Stupid question. Why don't we just put it the right way now and just flip it out and call it a day?
Because we've got a very nice piece of metal here that we don't want to damage.
This.
Yes.
Because Mr. Trump wanted this beautiful teardrop steel fin on the outside of his building. We can't put this face down.
No.
These fins are purely a design element, running 26 miles up and down the tower. They tack on an additional $1 million to the cost of the facade. And the only purpose they serve is to add cachet to the building.
Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Bring it in. I got it. I got it.
With just one space left to complete the bay, a final death-defying step remains.
You're gonna have to get out on the edge this time, boss.
Yeah, I'm with
All right.
you. I'm on it.
Coming up.
I'm on it. Whoa, 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 whoa.
There you go. All right, swinging.
Oh my God. Be careful, man. Be careful. Be careful.
Good.
How you doing? Good. You like it there?
This is the favorite part of the job.
Maniac. Give it a little step.
All right, she's down.
She's down.
That's it.
Look at this. Curtain wall is installed. This is a wall. I feel happy here. When I first got here, I was a very sad person. Big open space.
Yeah, it's not open anymore.
We just hung 5 panels. Okay, fine. Took us a little more, but you know what? That's still pretty amazing. So
Yeah, we did good.
that was sick.
Good job.
Thank you for letting me do that. Seriously.
Anytime.
In a 92-story super luxury tower, your client's comfort is key. So when temperatures rise in the extreme Chicago summers, you've got to think big to keep your building cool.
In order to provide AC to the over 800 units in the Trump Tower spread out over 1,300 vertical feet, they need to build over 17 miles of pipe. And that pipe is built right here, one pipe at a time. I'm Danny.
Joe Misko, how you doing?
Joe, good to meet you.
Thank you.
So you're the superintendent of the shop here.
Yes, I run the pipe fabrication shop.
So every pipe for the Trump Tower is fabricated right here?
Yes. On a typical day, approximately 1,200 foot of pipe every day goes out fabricated.
So you're going 20 hours a day, 6 days a week, making pipe practically nonstop.
Yes.
So let's do it. Let's make a pipe. Come on in. So once you find the piece of pipe you need, bring it over to the work surface, and then the labor begins. Look at her. Sorry we gotta do this to you. So we got the magnet in place, the heads are down, exhaust is in place.
You squeeze that, and then we turn this, and it will start turning the pipe.
And then we duck.
Yep.
Are you serious? We have to duck?
No.
Okay, cool. I couldn't see a thing. Did Larry survive the blast? I only knew him for like a minute, but I felt like we got kind of close. I'm gonna nail this piece. Ready? See that piece? Ready? Watch this.
Now. Okay.
So I didn't actually get all the way through. I think I missed it by a little bit.
So here it goes.
So Larry's doing it the old school. Oh my God. Unbelievably loud, Larry. To confirm that the cut was actually correct. Beautiful. 20 on the nose. Now that the pipe is cut to the exact size we need, sending it over to the welding shop to bring it together. You want to have a nice steel-on-steel contact before you weld, so in order to get the paint off, bust out the grinder.
Yeah, you know, if you hold that like this, you'd be better. Should I do it or not?
Go for it. Knock it out. All of this is done by hand, individually. Over 17 miles of pipe in a tower that is over 1,300 feet tall. So you've been doing this almost 30 years, more than 30 years.
31 years about, yeah.
So, Jeff, typically when I go to construction sites, the guys' names are kind of like Sticks and Tiny and Big John. And do the guys here at work call you Jeffy Poo?
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah.
So I should call you Jeffy Poo.
Yeah, if you want.
I'd love to.
Okay.
This is the big step now. We're taking this 90-degree angle piece, taking this 20-foot long straight piece, and we're gonna weld them together into one seamless, unbreakable single pipe. Okay, bring it down. Here we go.
Just squeeze it, yeah.
What happened? I panicked.
That's okay, that's what grinders are for.
You wanna knock it out for us? Finish
Sure.
Show us how it's done? Just sliding the gun back and forth, making about a half-inch bead of weld material, perfectly sliding it down the back of the pipe. Jeff, if you didn't tell me that a human did this, I'd think it was like a prefab robot weld or something. Look at this thing. Jeff, I'm blown away, man. No, I'm serious. That's incredible.
Well, thank you.
Coming up, the final phase of Trump's master plan. And I get one last shot at the top.
It's all in your mind now. It's all in your mind.
In Chicago, the city where building big began, Donald Trump is putting his real estate legacy on the line. He's got crews racing all over the tower to get it up and running as fast as possible. But building big by itself does not guarantee success.
It's one thing to build an almost $1 billion condominium tower. It's another thing to make a buck on it. To do so, you gotta sell all the units. So today, I'm gonna go sell some multi-million-dollar real estate.
20th floor.
On the 20th floor of this building is where the sales office is, where all the business goes down. Hello.
Hello, Danny. How are you?
Nice to see you.
Welcome to the Trump International Sales Center.
Thank you.
Terry Proctor is Trump's leading power broker. Her challenge is to turn Trump's $1 billion investment into real estate gold.
Terry, this building couldn't be built if there weren't guys up there working every day. But at the same time, this building wouldn't work unless you sold these condos.
It's definitely part of the process. And what we're doing here is we have a limited period of time. Our job is to make sure that when someone leaves the sales center that they have had an opportunity to touch and feel and see the quality that we're looking to deliver here. And behind this door, Danny, are your bathrooms. In both the residential and the hotel, we deliver these high-end finishes.
With all the money Trump has tied up in these condos, he has got to sell every one of the over 800 units, and he can't afford to come down in price.
Amenities like we've never seen before. I mean,
Which is why he has Terry, and she's got her pitch down cold.
A one-bedroom, $1 million. Three-bedroom, $4.5 million. Penthouse, $9 million.
You're good. You're good. I might just bust out my checkbook when I'm here.
Come right this way.
So is this, now what's down here?
With all the work that I've put in on this tower, I figured, why not get a little Trump for myself?
Hey, Pop, how you doing? How are you? So I actually need you to send a little bit of money.
Okay.
$250,000.
You're out of your mind.
Well, we talked about it. We looked at all the different options, and I couldn't afford the 2-bedroom, so I bought a parking spot.
But before I leave Chicago, I've got one last piece of unfinished business.
All right, here we go.
Working alongside the amazing crews on this job site has taught me 2 things. 1, to reach the top, you can't let anything stand in your way. And 2, nobody does it alone.
You're doing good. You're doing real good. You are, man. Look at you. You made it all the way up here.
Oh my God. This
You're
thing
doing
is
fine.
moving
It is.
so much.
It's swaying a little bit. A few more steps. You'll be right up there.
All right, I'm going up.
There you go. That's it.
What's up, man?
I'm Danny.
How you doing, Dan? Kenny.
Kenny's perch, high above the job site, is command central for the tower.
It's got 2 joysticks, each with 6 buttons, each with triggers, and they're both going simultaneously in different directions, and he's working the phones.
Hello, guys. There you are. Coming around.
Kenny, you are a rock star. You are, man. You have arrived at the top of your profession.
There you go.
This is the hot seat.
At the Acme. People pay for a view like this. This is total panoramic, too. 360 degrees. Come on.
Oh, Kenny. I mean, you'll never get to see Chicago like this.
Right.
This is it. I mean, we are atop one of the most famous cities in the world, looking at some of the history of architecture right here.
Some beautiful buildings down here, too.
And on top of this crane, very soon, you're going to be looking down on one of the tallest buildings in the world, Trump's new building.
It has an awesome view.
I'm out of here, man.
Oh, come on, stay a while.
Thank you. That's it. 2 weeks, been with every trade. Concrete, hanging iron, making deck, going downstairs, hanging stone. It's been unbelievable. They got 60 more to go. As for me, I'm out. Amazing job site.